Okay, so in Nepal, so he has the wisdom because he himself was there.
And Daddy was there.
Yeah, so his question is, how do we behave in Metro Manila when that big thing happens? Okay, will there be an anarchy? Because in Nepal there was no anarchy.
How was it? How were the people behaving? As the USEC pointed out, they were disciplined. There was no chaos. So were they? How was it? Were they calm?
Compare it with the Filipinos.
Compare compare it with your.
But it doesn't have to be Filipinos. You know, when I want to watch a movie,
yes.
any countries can do ransacking or
Yeah.
kill people for
Correct.
safety. You know,
Correct.
And Nepal, Kathmandu, right?
Yeah.
It was an urban setting.
It was an because the area there is like it has 3 districts in the Kathmandu, the Bhaktipur, and the Lalitpur. These are the 3 major historical areas in Nepal. That's why these 3 urban settings. This is where like the ancient civilization, because there are like 6th century temple that is standing for like 1300 years, and then all of a sudden in 45 seconds it was
It's gone.
ground zero.
really.
Yes.
Oh.
Imagine 1300 years.
Were there people who really went there for rescue?
A lot of them, yeah. Actually, in these three places here, these have the least casualties. Actually, the urban setting, because like in Kathmandu, there's only like 14% casualties. I mean, 14% damage casualties. Compared to other villages outside Kathmandu, it's like 90%, 100%, damage of their village.
I can just imagine because how they build their huts or their houses. It's made out of those, sometimes even made out of mud.
Yeah, because that's another thing. The difference of in their type of dwelling is that bricks and muds.
Yes, it's made of bricks and muds.
No reinforcement
of steel,
metal
steel bars.
reinforcement.
But Nepal, like us, was also warned prior to the earthquake that it might hit.
Well, yes, but we
were really never ready for it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to the stability and order. USEC said there should be a czar or an incident commander for stability and order, and it should be as soon as possible, ASAP visible.
That is very, very important.
Can I
yes.
say something about
Yes.
that?
Yes.
This is just my question or suggestion. Can the government or the president work with the mayors and then the mayors with the barangay officials to reach out to the people?
I think that's what they're trying to do in
And
the
then
next few
secondly-
days.
And then secondly, I know we don't know how many earthquakes or how big or how intensified it is, but in other countries, first you mentioned about 500 fires that will go on.
500 fires every
Anyway,
years.
can we start with fire drill? Every building, every schools, every offices should
That
start
we
with
do.
a fire drill.
That we do.
Yes.
That we do.
Like regularly.
But whether every building in the Philippines
That is the question.
it should
are
be
equipped,
enforced.
fully
It should be
equipped.
enforced.
You see, their experience in Nepal is quite different. And if it is earthquake, I don't think there will be problem in food and water. I think the problem is gonna be in shelter. That's where the problem is.
So we need more open areas?
Like when we did our humanitarian relief effort in Nepal, we assess the places. What do you like us to give you? What are your needs? The very last thing that they say, food and water, because this disaster had happened, but they have food. The food it's there, it's not damaged,
So
but the
please
shelter was damaged. That's what they need. So, looking at it,
So open space.
yeah, looking at it, in our situation, the food is like 100 kilometers maybe. We're talking about 100 kilometers maybe. The fault in here that would hit Metro Manila, but it's not the whole Philippines, right?
It is not.
It's not.
So we will have food from other places.
We will have food from other places. Food is not going to be a problem. The problem would be shelter. The problem would be, when the buildings start to collapse,
The electrical.
yeah, because as far as food is concerned, especially here in Metro Manila, we don't, the food are coming from outside. It's just brought in here.
Yeah, there will be food, there will be water.
There will
We need a place to stay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start about in your city where you come from. So here in Makati, I think the only open space that I know
Cemetery.
is the cemetery, but not anymore. Our cemetery, which is near Kalayaan,
It is already surrounded by buildings.
SM Just City is already there. So what are other open spaces that we have?
I-
Now we know the one, the former Santa Ana race. That's an open
Yeah,
space.
that's an open space, a big one.
But
Okay.
it is also now real
I
estate
think
development.
Yeah, but there are no high tall buildings yet. So maybe
Yeah,
we
so
can
far.
make use of that for those people who are near the Santa Ana race. That's what we can do. The open spaces, you have to know where you can run, where there's an open space. All right?
That's for one, yes.
Like in San Miguel Village, my goodness. I
Walk,
said,
walk,
where
walk.
will I run to?
The-
There's no open space
Golf
yet.
areas.
Yeah, golf areas.
Manila Golf
In
Manila Golf
Forbes,
Club. In
Forbes, we have the
That's
Manila
right,
Golf
yeah.
Club.
Intramuros.
And then Intramuros, for those who live
Yeah,
there, go right
yeah,
away.
There's a big space there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also the grandstand of Jose Rizal and the Rizal
Luneta.
grandstand Luneta.
Yeah.
Those are open
Things
spaces.
can happen,
Yes.
I believe in the Philippines.
You
Yes.
think MOA will be an open space? It's a reclaimed area.
That's a thing. Well, there's a still, residences are still good open spaces because, these are low,
Yeah.
one floor houses.
Yeah,
And,
that's Marinas Village,
Yeah,
Forbes
yeah.
Park.
White plains.
the trend
Yeah.
is when there are high rise.
Yeah, but
they-
also,
they-
I've noticed in the villages like Bel Air, San
Yeah.
Miguel, the post, the electrical post where there'll be live wires. How fast can the city switch off?
That is a good question.
No, I think-
How fast can you switch it off?
That's very, very, that's on and off switch.
No, for all those
Yes.
posts and live wires, who do it?
The Inrato.
Oh.
You think somebody will be there 24/7?
Yes. Yes.
Please make sure, Morocco, you'll be there before you go home. Switch off everything.
They could give you electricity on and off just like a switch anytime.
Yeah, I know, but-
on demand.
What if, what if the very person who's gonna help you, the thing will, the building where he is will collapse first and him?
The very first seismic building that we have is the Meralco building, I think. It was built in 60s, 60s or the 70s.
And
or
is it
70s.
really so sturdy?
Well,
It
yeah,
can withstand.
it survived already several
Earthquakes.
And I hope the Philbox office is also as sturdy as the one in the movie, San Andreas.
Yes.
Right? They were
Correct.
still, the scientists were still surviving. I
Yeah.
think they made sure that they had a sturdy building
Yeah.
in the movie.
They have to.
Yeah.
How about the government offices? Do they have
Big
like
open
DNR,
spaces,
Eco Park,
DNR,
something
You
like
know,
the Court of
if-
Appeals, the Supreme Court,
if-
yeah.
If the people or if our construction company would just follow the
rules?
requirements, the integrity of the buildings should withstand the
Yeah.
Danny, yes. If only the
If-
government will be so strict with integrity that they don't allow any buildings, not unless they follow all the restricted.
But there are
Rules and how to
there are buildings
to make
here that
buildings.
are very that would survive for sure.
Yes.
I've talked to a lot of construction company, and
DMCI, of course, have
they
got
follow
integrity.
they follow specific PSI of
Yes, yeah.
of the.
I
Yeah, I think
heard
most of the new
Rockwell also is
contractors,
very
yeah.
good.
There are a lot of
Actually,
still
the new
scrupulous.
ones are very good.
Yeah, the new ones, yes. We have a lot of very good buildings that have followed the engineering codes because, we live in the Philippines. We are prone to
Yeah.
earthquakes,
And
we
you'll
are
be
prone to
sued.
disasters.
When they see a crack, you have to do it all over again.
Yes, yes,
Right?
yes.
My only question in here, so I might get that because my question is, they know the fault line from the very beginning. Then why is it
It's
built
still being built on,
built
right?
on this? From
That
the
is
very
a good
beginning? That's
question,
it.
yes.
But
it's not
here
as if
also.
it appeared now, no? No, it's been
But
there
look
for the
also,
past
because
400 years.
San Andreas is a perfect assimilation of that movie, of what can happen there. But the roads were the first one that was broken. That's where the faults were on the roads. And I said, why did they build the roads? In case of emergency, it's the first thing you run to a road. Why do you build roads where you know there are faults? And I think we have roads where there are faults.
Yeah.
You know, our church apparently, our temple, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saint Temple in how do you call this, Quezon City, in White Plains.
Yeah.
In front of us is a fault, right in front of our gate. So they made a mark apparently there already.
You would have to inform your children, like my wife and my daughter, because we became aware already.
Okay.
So
What did you
what
tell
are
them?
you going to do if this thing happened?
Okay.
Okay, mom is at home, you are in the school, and me somewhere else,
We have
me is
meetings.
somewhere outside the
Yes.
country. So what are you going to do? So they know exactly what to do. First thing first, go to an open space, and then hoping that just like what the Yusek was saying, make sure you have a communication all the time. You have to know it by
Talking
heart.
about communication, already by heart you know that you're gonna
I
go.
had an
That's the
experience
first.
with that.
Oh, okay.
Back
Yes,
in
yes, please share.
1994, Oliver was a year and 6 months old. The big earthquake happened in Mindoro. Huge earthquake.
Okay.
I was in Manila Chronicle working
Okay.
when it happened. We cannot communicate. My
He-
son
he
was
was-
on vacation
he
in
was in
Mindoro
Mindoro.
with my mom and my dad and my
And there was no
Okay.
communication.
And you are here in Manila.
communication was
Was
shut
down.
down. There is no communication. Remember those days?
I can
there was
just
no cell
imagine
phone.
you
There was no
burning.
cell phone at the time.
Yes.
No cell phone. Only landline.
Yeah.
So what I did the moment I finished with my work chronicle, I run right away to the province, and I cannot get a ride straight to Mindoro to Pinamalayan where my son.
It doesn't matter. I think I'll
It
climb
was
mountains
I
just
did.
to
That's what I did. Honest.
You
Correct.
did.
I did.
Yeah.
Midnight, I ran to Mindoro right away because he was on vacation with my parents.
I
1
can
year old and
imagine.
6
Oh my
months.
God.
And you know what my mom told me? It really was a big one. So it was midnight or early AM, wee of hours. My mom was holding my son. They were sitting on the
Ground.
on the bed, and my dad was on the other room. And my mom was yelling to my dad, don't leave the room, don't just stay there. And then after these things happened, the TV, everything,
Broke
and then my mom carrying my son, both of them flew to the ground.
Oh my.
That's how hard it was.
How was that 7.8 also or something?
Like it was in Mindoro. Oh my God.
Yeah,
But the
well-
house did not collapse.
No,
It
thank
was
God.
sturdy, yes.
Yeah,
Our
this
house
is
is
something.
like-
I mean, the one that happened in 1990s. I was in the
In
office.
Baguio.
Remember that in Baguio?
But in here, we were affected here.
Yeah.
1990s, right?
1990s.
I was
I
on
was
the
in
ground
school.
floor of a two-story building
Correct.
only. I could not stand.
The 1969
I could not walk. I wanted to go home to Bel Air to see my daughter also, who
Yeah.
was then 7 years old. And I said, the first thing I know is, my
My
daughter,
daughter.
she's safe.
Yes, yes.
I was in Manila Chronicle at the time. I'm still single. I have my nephew with me, Andrew De Leon, and I told him, you're coming with me because there was no maid in the house. So he came with me to Manila Chronicle. Thank God I brought him with me when it happened. And then I saw all my office
Manila
mates.
Chronicle is a sturdy building.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
it's
so
old,
everybody
but
is
it's sturdy.
hiding under
Under
the
the-
and me and my nephew we were
Sturdy
praying.
table.
We were praying.
But anyway, I went to my table too.
Oh my God.
The strongest table I could have because I had a glass table. And
Yeah.
so guys, make sure we open the door right away. The three of us, four of us, I said. And then easy to go out. And then I made sure that our windows are open,
Okay.
can easily be accessed to. Because sometimes when it's locked and jammed, they jam, right? Okay, Philippines, so we go for commercial break. Don't go away.